Hello, how are you again? So I can never figure out the best way to show you my counter and this, and I haven't come up with a way yet. So today I am going to talk to you guys about making your own kombucha, not because I think you should run out and do it, but because it's what's happening in my kitchen right now, because that's how it is. If you've been around very long, you might know that I love gut health and I love probiotics. And why do people want to have probiotics? Because probiotics are the good bacteria that you take in, because we're always focusing on all the bad bacteria in our environment, but we need to, so when you take antibiotics, you like kill all the bacteria in your gut. You always want to be repopulating with like good bacteria. It's really great. Your gut is the main portion of your immune system, and you want to be like nourishing that immune system all the time. So kombucha is one of many fermented foods, and fermented foods have probiotics in them. Okay, so different fermented foods, I had a different video on that, like kimchi and kefir and yogurt and all that. So kombucha is something that maybe you've heard a little bit more. I feel like it's gaining more traction, but this is one I buy at Target, or I've seen it at health food stores. This is the Live brand kombucha, and this one is great for beginners. It is not too stout, as one might say. The root beer flavor is my very favorite, and they have fun sayings in the cap, which I happen to love. This one is good, but some of the flavors are hit and miss. They have like a lemonade one, this one's mango, and that one's fine too. So the thing is, my kids are obsessed with kombucha. We drink a fair amount in our house, and after you've spent hundreds of dollars on kombucha, you feel like you need to maybe try to make your own, or you feel empowered to make your own. So I'm not suggesting that you should run out and buy a kit, but some of us love to play with food and like to experiment. So here's the thing. Kombucha is fermented tea. So all I did was take a gallon of water and 8 tea bags and a cup of sugar. Oh, a cup of sugar, right? But the bacteria eats the sugar. It's not for you. It's for the SCOBY. I'm afraid to show you this because it's disgusting looking. This is a SCOBY. It's a symbiotic colony of yeast and bacteria, or bacteria and yeast. And this is what turns the tea into fermentation. And you know what? If you think that's gross, I mean, beer and wine are fermented too, just a little bit different ways, right? So, not that they're full of probiotics. Okay, so this is the tea. I took the SCOBY out a little while ago on Periscope, actually. And here's the thing. I really liked my root beer kombucha, and so I bought some sassafras bark, which is like root beer. I mean, this is what root beer is made out of. And I put it in some mason jars and then filled up my mason jars with some kombucha. Just gonna down here a little bit. So filled this up a little bit, and then like this Live brand, part of the reason it's not so stout is because it's got stevia added to it, whereas this GT brand, they rarely ever add sugar. This one's just made with 100% pure love, which always cracks me up, and mango puree and fermented tea. So I actually got some of these Sweet Life sweet drops or whatever, and these are like a good type of stevia. They're not bleached or whatever, and I have vanilla cream and a root beer one, and I knew I wanted to make this root beer kombucha the other day, so I got this, okay? So this wasn't my initial plan to do today. I had some other things planned for you, but they weren't quite ready. But in other news, the group that I'm doing right now, the free group on getting things done, is going so well. And so I've decided to turn it into something that we can just deliver to your inbox. So if you go to www.kristabigler.com, you can get first access to that. The thing about stevia is that it is super duper 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 sweet. So you have to like really not overdo it and stick to just a little bit, like 1 drop per cup or less. Otherwise, it's really, really sweet. So I am second fermenting kombucha. I already I brewed tea, put that SCOBY in that I ordered from online, or your friends, like you could now ask me for one because they keep growing every time you make kombucha. You get like a new one. So anyway, you brew this, you put it in a cabinet for like a week, and I had like a dishcloth over it with a rubber band because you don't want anything to get into it, and then it ferments. You take it out. You could drink it like this, but it would taste like yuck. So you can second ferment it with flavors, and I've added stevia just to give it some flavor on the upside. I don't know if I should add it later, but I'm going to go ahead and seal these and leave them out for another day or two and let them get all fizzy. They're going to eat the like fruit that's in here. So this has got some nectarine that was not that tasty to eat. It was really mushy, but stone fruit in kombucha is like really creamy tasting. And then I have another, like the dreamy orange flavor of this one is a little bit cream soda-ish, and I like it a lot. So I've done peaches before in kombucha. I've only done this like one other time. It was really good. So I'm using my pretty much rotten nectarines, trying to second ferment those to make it more fizzy, and then we'll try it, and I will let you know what the result is. So that's what I've got for you today. That's it. So if you were new here, my name was Krista Bigler, a DIY dietitian. I love playing with my food, and I like to try to give you the tools for a happier and healthier home. Now, I normally like to take the shortcut route, not brewing your own kombucha, but this is what I had today, and this is what we're doing in my kitchen, funny science experiments, because I love gut health and probiotics. So if you have questions or comments, post them in the chat below, and if this was handy for you, if you're interested in gut health like I am, then go up top and hit the like button. Talk to you tomorrow.